we are talking about the TV series Freakish. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Season 1, which comprises of 10 episodes. Season 2 is just about to come out, I believe, or already out on Hulu. So Season 1, what it's about is essentially a zombie series. But I would say this movie, or this series, combines elements from The Walking Dead, from The Mist, particularly the TV show The Mist, Lord of the Flies, and maybe Red Dawn. I would say those 4 kind of elements create this Freakish TV series. So let's discuss. Basically, it focuses on this kind of group of school pupils, and on the Saturday, they're kind of, some of them are hanging around school for detention, some are in kind of like doing sports and stuff like that. And there's an explosion at kind of a nearby kind of factory or kind of power plant type situation, and kind of covers the town in this kind of weird green kind of like mist. And majority of these kids kind of take cover in this school. Anyone caught out in the blast is either killed instantly or turned into some type of zombie-like creatures. I mean, they're not undead, so they're not technically zombies, but I guess they're close as, really. They're kind of like your rage type infection, like you have in like 28 days, that kind of thing. But we'll just call them zombies because that's pretty much what they are. Anyway, it really focuses on this kind of group of kids and their interpersonal dramas, obviously dealing with each other because they don't all get along, and obviously dealing with the kind of the threat outside and a mystery about what's actually caused it. So what do we think about Freakish? I've got to say, with the first episode, I was pretty intrigued with this kind of series because I thought, wow, it's got quite good production values here. You know, all the characters seem quite kind of well defined and kind of like, you know, have particular character traits that kind of hook you in and kind of make you interested. I quite like some of the adult kind of cast here. We have obviously I won't say who, but we have a Walking Dead alum. Obviously, it's quite good there. As the series progresses, I've got to say, it turned into more of a typical kind of teenage fare, kind of a young adult sort of thing. Like, for example, we learned basically that pretty much each of these kids have some kind of special secret that they're kind of hiding. One might be kind of, you know, involved in the kind of the plot. Another one is pregnant. Another one has something else, for example. Another one's claustrophobic. So if each of them, we have this dramatic thing that each of them has. And it just seems to be like a manufactured drama, basically. And we spent a lot of the time in this movie kind of just dealing with the drama between these kind of these sort of characters. And that didn't even work for me. I also thought it was a mistake to write out all of the adult characters. I think it would have been better to certainly have our main adult character stick around for a bit longer. And I thought the scene that actually wrote him out was stupid. It gets just a little bit dumb in places, if I'm completely honest. But that being said, I thought the makeup effects here are quite fun. They look pretty decent kind of effects. And I've got to say, the mystery as a whole is quite intriguing. Although, because it's not like a worldwide issue, it's only localised to this town, I can't believe it would be going on for this long. And obviously, we're coming up to Season 2 as well, and I haven't seen that. So I'm thinking this is really just affecting a town. So I can't believe that authorities and kind of haven't, got to kind of the people in here before now. So that was just a little bit bizarre. I mean, maybe that will be explained in Season 2, I don't know. But it just seemed like it's not like The Walking Dead where the whole of the world is affected. It's just this one area that's affected by this explosion. At least that's what I am led to believe watching this TV series. So overall, if you like your kind of horror TV, let me put it like this. If you have watched the TV show The Mist, that was quite bad, I've got to say. When it was all said and done, that was pretty bad. And Walking Dead, I know it has its critiques, but it's a well-made show with good characters. So if you kind of imagine those, this is kind of sitting between those. If you can imagine that, if the Mist was a 3, Walking Dead's an 8, this is kind of a 5, basically. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's okay, it's worth a watch. It ends up being typical kind of TV fare at the end of the day, with typical kind of teenage characters, with typical kind of problems that we've seen in countless other shows, with manufactured romances, manufactured kind of drama, to pad out the running time, I'm assuming, and all of that. But nonetheless, it's still worth a watch if you like your kind of zombie series. It's not kind of as gory as your Walking Dead's, and not quite as classic as that, but it's nowhere near as bad as The Mist. 5 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.